In the crypto world, one of the biggest scams is going on with the launch of 3 tokens almost at the same time for the same thing, Neiro. Look at that, 3 different tokens with 3 different market cap. Nobody knows which one is the real one, which one is the scam one, and which one you should buy now to invest. Well, I'm going to show you everything because I have all the proofs on chain. By the way, welcome on Hands Up Finance, where we study what's happening on chain. And for those who don't know, Neiro, that's the new dog of this lady, which was the lady that owned the dog Doge before. That's the popular dog on Dogecoin, the classic meme. She adopted a new dog, and it was enough for crypto people to launch 3 coins and drive up a volume of almost $1 billion by the time you watch this video. So just to tell you, it's quite a big deal. But don't worry, because I prepared a whole doc that will show you all the steps and everything that happened. Most people, when they wanted to know which one is the first Neiro, they will check on Dex Screener and see which one was created first. This one 13 hours and 37 minutes. Fair. But actually, that's a trap, because you will see that this is not the creation time. As both of those coins were launched on Pumpdotfun, we have to check when was the transaction for creating it. To know when the token was created, I just need to check the information of the token, and this one was created on July 27 at 9 p.m. and 05 minutes UTC. Now, the other one with pump at the end was created on July 27 as well at 1955. 2105, 1955, which means that the first one created is finishing by bro pump. And I think the bro is going to be important because the other one by UL, now the problem is it looks like it was created on Pumpdotfun, but actually that's not really the case. And I think the end of the contract address is UL for you lose if you invested in that one. Because even if it's the one with the biggest market cap, that's not what we look. We run the original and we study what's actually happening on chain. So bro pump, which is the OG, we can see that it migrated at 9:25 on Radium. Just a quick explanation. When a token is launched on Pumpdotfun, once it reaches 70k market cap, completed the bonding curve, then it gets listed to Radium and everyone can trade it no matter where they are. So this time frame is also important because the UL, the farming coin of Neiro, migrated before that at 2112. Now, how they did this? Well, that's where it gets quite tricky, because when you search the contract address of you lose farming coin, you don't see anything happening on Pumpdotfun. And I know why, because they used something tricky that we saw here on Hands Up Finance. While if you search the other one, you will find the token, which means that those guys that launched the farm token, they use something like a bundler. That's something that I already demoed on this channel. A bundler will mean that you can create the token, and at the same time as you make the transaction to create the token, you put a lot of buy orders because it's the blockchain. So all the transactions happen on each block. And then if I put my creation of token and all my buying of the token in the same transaction, then like this, I go before the snipers and I own most of the supply. This tool, for example, is exactly doing that. This tool, for example, is one of the most advanced bundler that exists and is exactly doing that, where you can dump all the tokens. You will do everything, but it goes further. It will create the profile, and that's actually something I want to address. So because I can launch a token, and I just showed you, without being on Pumpdotfun, that means that those guys that launched the other token, that is the UL farming token, they did not launch on Pumpdotfun. Otherwise, at the end of it, it will be pump at the end of the contract address. And that made me think, because they probably use an older version of a bundler or one that is not that good. Because if they use the one that I use, as you can see, it would have the dot pump at the end of the contract address. So nobody would have noticed and it would be appearing on Pumpdotfun. But because probably they used that, then that's why it was not listed on Pumpdotfun, which means no one could trade it if they didn't have the contract address before it got on Radium. So who else did it buy? Well, that's where it gets even more interesting. Because I think what happened is they saw the OG gaining traction and they thought, we're going to farm this. And at 21.12, this one went on Radium. We can see that transaction. But who were the buyers? What happened? Well, one wallet made more than $1 million. If you just check the top traders of the one that I think is the farming one, because it doesn't have the pump at the end, doesn't has. I don't know. I get corrected last time. I'm sorry. I'm a stand-up comedian and I'm supposed to be a model for Calvin Klein. So if I'm giving you information about on-chain analysis, there's something wrong in the matrix. But here, this guy never bought $1.3 million. Never bought $1.2 million. Never bought $1.1 million. And when you check the other one, well, you only see 1, 2 that didn't buy. 2 or 3. Really different performance. But those one, oh, they're beautiful. I love it. I love it. Look at that. Exactly. Top traders managed to buy it on Pumpdotfun. How? How did he do that? I don't know how he managed to do that, but he knew something. 4.9 sold, 4.9 sold, 4.9 sold. Let me know, who else do you know is buying 5 sold after 5 sold on Pumpdotfun? Look at this guy. He didn't even buy it. Never bought it. And it's just selling exact number of Neiro. 1666. Look at, hey, come on. You're not going to tell me a human type always the same numbers like that. This is bots. This is well organized, complete robbery on all the crypto people that are not subscribed to Handsome Finance. But fair play. We talked about it. I showed how the bundlers works. I showed how the volume bot works. If people don't inform themselves, what can I do? I'm not the one who make the views. People want the views. I'm like, hey, I made $500 a day. When actually, when you check the addresses, they never made that amount of money. I'm sorry, I'm getting bitter with this game. Let's check another one then. Look at that. They don't even want they don't even want to stay in Solana. Like they're planning on the crash of Solana, cashing up more than $1 million in USDC. Congrats, guys. Congrats. I have to say, it's a beautiful job. It's well orchestrated. People thought, hey, I find someone who's gonna make me rich. This guy never bought it as well, and we sell for the exact same numbers. 700K, 700K, 7. That's it. Cabal did the launch, and the Cabal milked the retail, and the Cabal knew that the retailers did not click on the notification bell. So, well, they get milked. By the way, those moves like that, that's purely market making. So they make buy and sell to make you think that the project is going up. I had someone on Twitter saying, how could it be a farm with 900K in the liquidity pool? Well, because they make money on the volume, my friend. As soon as you're buying, they're selling on you. That's how they do it. And they made a lot of money on you. But what I like is that they did some stuff smartly. When I check one of the top wallets, for example, on Neiro, that's not what I'm interested in. It's here, the buy and sell. So this guy is just buying a token for 10 seconds and then selling it again. Just trying to get back his money. So he's like, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Who is trading like that? Nobody. You know what they're doing? The thing I am sure of is that they use some volume bot to create a market making and the price going up. Something like we have for Pumpdotfun. I will put a link in the description. And this is amazing because it will buy random values, sell random values all the time to be able to fake it. But also we have a functionality that's going to simulate all the trading activity on the wallet. It's similar actually. If you send emails, you know, to warm up an email box, you need to make a lot of sending of emails. People reply to you and you have tons of tools to do it. Well, now it's crypto and people are going to look dumbly at the wallets. And that's one kind of tool they can use. Then we have a third one created, Neiro CTO. And there was some rumors that X or Y was on it, like Mitch was investing in it. I have like 4 or 5 wallets from Mitch. I did not see him buying any Neiro at all. If at all, he bought like 200 sold of Billy. So for this, I would let the man reply himself. What I know is that this is a beautifully farmed token with volume bots, with a bundler on the launch because they launch outside Pumpdotfun. And I showed you 1 or 2 weeks ago, again, yes, Antoine is bragging, always putting, I'm French, bro. Like, I'm basically born for that. And we get this one, which is the normal one. Still, I would not say that we have the best meme here. I don't know. I think you can invest in some better stuff, but you do what you want. But this one at least was launched on Pumpdotfun. So this one is at least more legit. Now, maybe they use some tools behind it. I don't know. What I know is there is a war and the winners are the ones who take transaction fees and the ones who farm the tokens. So congrats to them. And for all the other ones that don't know those tools, well, watch this video where I use it live to create a token in front of you to show you how easy it is to trick the blockchain and fake everything. Yeah, the dev is French, so that's the problem. But remember one thing, stay handsome. Ciao. And I have to say, like, that team, they should have used our bundler. No one would have noticed, even myself. What I said, but, you know, maybe they got advised by the wrong person, and now we're going to see a bunch of influencers losing a bit of credibility, if they had any.